Hey guys, so I thought I'd do an updated favourite perfumes because things have dramatically changed, guys, in my favourites. You will see some repeats because what I've decided to do is keep up the other video up so you can see and do just update videos if I get new perfumes and I'm like, geez, I prefer this one, fragrances, whatever. I'm like, I prefer this one, or I'm like, that's knocked it off completely. I'm not, this one, that sort of thing. So, and this time as well, I have decided to do it in order because I thought, that'd be pretty interesting as well. So I'm gonna start off. So I have four here. So I'm going to start off with my fourth one. So the fourth one is Zoologist Camel. Now this smells, the words to describe this is a very exotic smell. Like it's very incensey. Like it does remind me of a cat, not what a camel smells like because they smell horrendous, but more like the environment where a camel comes from, which is Egypt. So you get that it just reminds me so much of incense. Like this is the first like perfume I ever had that actually transformed me like really really good. Like before, I would obviously have Far Away, Exotic, and then I've got Far Away Bella, but more so Far Away Exotic was really one of those fragrances that would transport you to another like world, like a very again a very hot place like Dubai or something like that. But this one is like that version but on crack. But yeah, really like that. So if you're into like incensey fragrances, then I definitely recommend that. My third one is Miss Dior. This one was in my last one. I really like this scent. To describe the scent, I would say it's a grown-up sweet scent. Like it is sweet, it's floral as well. It's a sweet floral scent. It's not overly sweet, hence why I say it's a grown-up. Like it's a grown-up sweet scent, if that makes any sense. It's more so floral. It is a rose fragrance, so it's heavily floraled with rose. So it is really nice. I really like this. Like I love this. But yeah, not quite my number one though. Now my number two was my all-time favourite fragrance for a very long time, but it recently got knocked off, and that is Britney Spears' Curious. This is one of those like underrated Britney Spears fragrances because it's totally different to her fantasy range. But this one, to describe this one, is like a musky, it's a musky floral scent, not too overly floral. It's totally different, as I said, to her fantasy line. So if you think it smells like a fantasy line, it really doesn't. It was her first ever fragrance, and I remember getting it for Christmas. I've told this story many times, but I asked my mum to get me a Britney Spears perfume. I asked my friend to get me a Britney Spears. They both got me the same Britney Spears perfume, but I wasn't that bothered because I fell in love with it. Now, you're probably wondering, what is my number one favourite, and that is a very recent one. Thanks to Arch110 who introduced me to Zoologist, and the samples that I won included Rhinoceros, and I loved Rhinoceros so much I had to get the deluxe bottle, which cost a lot of money and a lot of shipping because this came from Canada, but it's totally worth it. It's, to describe the scent, it's a very leathery, it's definitely a unisex fragrance, but like it mainly smells of leather, like a rhinoceros, if that makes any sense. I'm thinking, what are you even talking about? But I did a review on this, I'll probably link it down below. But I really love this. When I want to wear a scent where I don't want it to be too like sweet or too floral, I will reach for this one. But how I discovered Camel was when I bought this. I actually got some other samples, and one of them was Camel, and that's how I fell in love with Camel. as well. But yeah, you should try out Zoologist. They do like small spray size, don't worry, they don't just do deluxe boxes. And obviously you can buy their samples online as well, but I definitely recommend. It's definitely something different. If you've not come across niche fragrances before and you're sick of smelling like, you know, the average, because all the designer perfumes now, high street perfumes, celebrity perfumes, tend to smell the same, but if you want to smell something that's totally different, then I do recommend that you give Zoologist a go. But definitely try out the samples before you go ahead and buy their deluxe bottles or sprays, because obviously the scent is totally different and you might not like it. So yeah, that's it for this video. So bye guys.